Hello there, how are you all? Come on in here near us so you feel warm and cozy actually. And we're still expecting lots of other people, I haven't seen their faces yet. Well, it's my great pleasure, of course, to host this particular exhibition for an old friend, Patrick Walsh. I think years ago I did business with him. I can't remember how long ago it was. And of course I'd never met the lovely Roz before, which I've met her tonight. And also, of course, to hear about this fantastic donation to the Mary Keating Foundation. And I mean, it's very, very good for an artist, you know, to, in some ways, I know it's awful to say, to have gone through some great emotional passage, to be able to see, in fact, really how art also can really help. And you probably know that. And of course, when you look at the Beacon Hospital, I am expecting some of them in here tonight. But you know, and you look at the paintings, and I know Breast Check as well, and they on the wall, and you know, they will take comfort, you know, from looking at those things. For a start, they often have more time. Actually, I was in the Beacon myself, so I know about this. Not for that, but for other things. Got over it. But anyway, of course, it is a great thrill to have this great, talented young politician here, governor, actually, from Dáil Éireann, and he's always talking a lot of sense. In fact, I've already had a few texts today saying, in fact, your future desk. In fact, I had some lovely comments today from people that you did work with at OPW and so forth. And I mean, you're actually going to be some bright star in our firmament, I think. So I'm delighted to have a star here to help Patrick and Roz to launch this exhibition. So may I introduce you to Mr. Simon Harris.
Yes. Thank you very much. And, good evening, everybody. It's a really great honour to be here this evening, and indeed to be representing the Taoiseach, who's very sorry that he couldn't be here because he too wanted to lend his support. But he was very eager that I would come along to support Patrick in this incredible exhibition, and an exhibition not just of incredible art, but a real exhibition of incredible generosity. And on behalf of all of us present here, and all of us who share that common yearning to see cancer eradicated ultimately, and to see better services and supports for people with cancer in this country, we sincerely thank you, Patrick, for your massive generosity and commitment. And of course, as they say, behind every man. And I know because you've been telling me over the last few minutes that we wouldn't be here tonight at this incredible exhibition in aid of the Mary Keating Foundation with these wonderful paintings, and were it not for the very personal journey you and your wife Roz went through during her cancer journey. And Roz has provided, perhaps accidentally or inadvertently, the inspiration for what is this incredible exhibition. So we want to thank Roz for the part that she played.
Yes.
And we're glad you're doing so well. And in fact, I think when one looks at this exhibition and looks at it and follows it right the way around, from maybe the start of the journey through the very difficult times, the ups and the downs, and into the lighter or the happier paintings towards the end, I think it is a reflection of the cancer journey of so many people in this country. The sudden shock, the fear, the uncertainty, the unknown that can engulf not just the patient, but indeed all those who love and care for a family is something that is sadly all too common for Irish families. And your art here today gives a very tangible and visible display of that. But your decision to donate these 15 wonderful paintings and the proceeds from their sale to the Mary Keating Foundation is one that I'm very grateful for. It's one I know the Mary Keating Foundation are very grateful for. In my 7 months as Minister for Health, I have been truly inspired by the incredible work of the Mary Keating Foundation. Government has a role to play, the health service has a role to play in the delivery of cancer services. We're doing a lot, we want to do a lot more in that space, but we can never do it all. And groups like the Mary Keating Foundation and the very practical support that they provide to so many people is an invaluable part of our cancer services. So I really hope that somebody comes and buys these paintings and buys them as a job lot, because they do indeed tell a story and a journey. For our part, we're willing to help in two ways. If anyone would like to buy them and donate them to a hospital, I'll find somewhere to display them for you. and secondly, being ever helpful, if there's any wealthy donor here who wants to go over there, the Minister for Finance has done his bit, because there's a various form you can fill out now to benefit from certain tax exemptions on this as well too. So there's no excuse for not finding some generous person to hopefully buy this wonderful collection. It's also, though, important that Patrick and all artists in this country have to make a living. So you want to go this side of the line as well. You can also buy a painting that will obviously support Patrick and his wonderful work as well. I think just to say a few brief words in relation to cancer. We have made great progress in this country in relation to cancer care over the last decade. We've had some very courageous and gutsy decisions taken by my predecessors, by people in the health service, by incredible doctors and incredible healthcare professionals. And as a result of that, it now leaves me in a position whereby I can publish a new national cancer strategy very early in 2017, which will presents the roadmap, I suppose, for cancer services over the next decade. And because of the huge progress that's been made in terms of medical advancements in cancer, we're now able to focus in that strategy on survivorship, on actually supporting people through cancer and beyond cancer, and on supporting the family unit. So really your own story, Patrick and Roz, very much typifies and personifies where we wish to be with cancer services. The very last line I'll leave you with, when I have a difficult day, and I can't imagine how difficult a cancer journey must be, is that phrase that it's better to light a candle than to curse the darkness. And the darkness that cancer can bring into so many of our lives is something that we're all too familiar with. But those people, those courageous people like Patrick and like Roz, who decide through their art in this case to light a candle, to give us all a degree of hope, and then to put that hope to really good and practical work for the Mary Keating Foundation is something we would always be grateful for. I wish you every good luck, and thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Like all ministers today, there's loads of jobs they have to do. Well after hours, he's on the water. I tried to inveigle him to have a glass of sparkling, even though it's Christmas. He didn't get tempted. But we do have maybe a little. I don't know if she's arrived or not. Nicola Gordon-Bow, the wonderful, of course, great critic indeed and writer for Irish Arts Review from NCAD, who will want to speak to you a little bit about the art, and particularly also about the collection, the new collection, which is very airy and bright over here. So that's it. So may I, on behalf of all of you, thank the Minister for being so kind to rush around here in a very busy diary, and thank the Taoiseach as well for inviting him to come along. Okay, thank you. Anyway, put on the music there, so people will enjoy themselves.